Hi there, Aries. How are you feeling today? Welcome to your reading, and this is timeless for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and North Node. It might also resonate if you have very strong Aries placement in your chart. So let's have a look and see what Spirit want to talk to you about today, what they want to start with. We'll get your current energy and then messages about what Spirit want you to know, anything kind of challenging that you're dealing with, or anything where you need some guidance, or they feel like you might need some guidance at the moment, and just see what Spirit wants to bring forward. So let's have a look. Are we here? Yes. Okay. Life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. So you might have been feeling kind of lonely, isolated in some way, or like you can't, or overwhelmed, and you're not sure where to turn to for help or support, or perhaps you don't want to burden anybody for help and support. But Spirit's saying there's a connective energy that's needed at the moment. Okay, and it could be going into the Christmas period, depending on when you get this message. I'm recording it in December, so just before we get to Christmas. So it could be something to do with that if you catch this before then. But if it's not, if this is after Christmas, it could be to do with um, something that you're dealing with on your own, because there is something you're dealing with completely on your own, and it's like you might not have even thought to ask for help, or that you, even if you just want company, or you fancy just being with somebody. It doesn't have to be like for a particular activity. It could just be this connection, this soul tribe connection. And we've got persistent drive. See what you desire and move towards that goal. It is time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. Do you know what I'm getting with this? For a lot of you, you need to ask other people what they perceive as your strengths and what you're really good at. If you're thinking about going into a business, if you're thinking about, or you're trying to overcome some kind of challenge in a relationship, or just in your own spiritual development, personal development, perhaps, there's a reflection that's needed from other people at the moment to help you work out what to lean into and what to utilize from your own gifts, your own talents, as you go forward. This is not this is not a confidence thing. This is a broadening your understanding of self thing. I don't feel like it's a confidence issue here. It could be for some of you, but this is more about getting reflection. Okay, what do we need to know about this energy, particularly with this, if there's any disconnection in your kind of soul tribe, family, relationships? What do we need to know about any disconnection for the viewer right now? Where is this energy? Five of Pentacles, insecurity. Yeah. It could be that you need to ask for some financial help with the pentacles showing up here, or it could be physical. This could be just a hug. This can be some physical time with people. This could be your painting, or you're putting up shelves, or anything physical, particularly physical or financial, where you just need some help from someone. Because it's difficult. It's almost impossible to do this thing on your own. And Spirit saying ask for help. It's much easier, much quicker, and it's like it deepens the relationship. Whoever it is that you ask, there's somebody that wants to be of help to you and to support you right now. Temperance, healing. Yeah, there's healing in this exchange of help. There's healing in this exchange of giving and receiving. I think as well for you at the moment, it's time to receive from people who really understand you. Okay, what else do we need to know about this energy? Ooh, okay. We have the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands. What powerful energy is this? Amazing. This, your awareness and your perception of self, and your ability to continue on a journey of self-development, of growth, that is really exciting for you, comes from this reflection from other people right now. and this help and support from other people right now. And Spirit saying, whatever's happening, you're being guided into being a very charismatic leader or influencer, where people are drawn to you, they gravitate towards you. You are, you pick up on things, you sense things, you're intuitive about things, and you use that to push you forward. It's such incredible energy. But you can double down on this when you get this reflection from someone else. Could even be work colleagues. Okay, what else do we need to know about this journey? This feels like a very personal journey, like your personal development journey here. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. This is the speaking the truth, the voice, the communication, not holding back when you want to say something. And perhaps it's leaning into this charisma as you're moving forward. Woman holding a heart. Somebody wants to help. Somebody wants to help you on your journey. This could be a teacher as well, like spiritual teacher perhaps, or somebody who is just very mentor teacher like that's in your friend group. Anxiety. You might feel worried about asking for help, or it's something that feels uncomfortable. What else? Thank you. Angel of balance. Yeah, we've got that with temperance here as well. I feel like you've been trying to do everything on your own, and it's time to receive help from other people. Yes, rest and rejuvenation. It's time to receive help, receive reflection, receive something that helps you and kind of gives you some energy rather than you giving out energy all the time. It's time for that to come back into harmony and you to give and receive together. Okay, so there could be an expression of love as well with these two energies coming out with the fifth chakra, if I can speak, with the fifth chakra. This is your throat chakra, so it's communication. This is particularly with voice, but it could be written as well for some of you. Uh, there is, and it could be somebody coming to explain how they feel about you. Doesn't need to be a woman. This is about the feeling, the emotional body, the sensory body, energetically coming towards you, or you wanting to say this to someone else. Definitely an expression of love. Okay, and this anxiety could be the anxiety of things balancing out, because there's like a high intensity energy with you working, just trying to do everything on your own, or feeling like you have to, or feeling like you haven't got the right people around you to ask. There's definitely somebody around you who is very intuitive, who is particularly sensitive to energy and emotion, and who's particularly perceptive and considerate and kind, that wants to help you. And we've got rest and rejuvenation. Time to take a bit of a pause. And it's like this pause is um, allowing this reflection, this help, this care and love for you and to you to sink in. This is very spiritual pathway. Let's look at spiritual pathway. What do we need to know about this personal development spiritual pathway energy for the viewer, please, Spirit? Do you know when we go through periods where everything's happening on the inner, like there's so much processing happening inside? This is what it feels like for you. It's not necessarily big on the outside. There's certainly always things happening on the outside, but this is bigger on the inside for you. There's a big healing that's happening, but it's like unlocking this next stage, this next level, this next spiritual gateway. Sacred space, positive outcome, clarity, lucky attraction, removing obstacles. Creating sacred space. Whoever you ask for help, and I feel that this is just a given because of the energy that Spirit have brought forward anyway for this person, and this exchange of energy between you and them. But I feel like it's important for them to have a spiritual center. They don't necessarily have to be spiritual, but or so-called spiritual, or whatever the terminology is that they might use or you might use. It's not about that. It's about the honoring of the truth, the space, the intention of what they say, what you say, the communication that you have with them has to be sacred and in the highest good for everything, because you're moving forward here. You're getting somewhere. You're progressing, and it's the honoring of that pathway for you, and honoring of their kindness, their consideration, their support, their wisdom for them. But you will, if you don't feel like things are clear right now, it will become clear. And you've straight away, you've got this positive outcome. So any of this anxiety, trust that this positive outcome is coming. Power of presence, a power struggle, unlock your potential, authenticity. This is exactly it. So where you feel like perhaps there isn't somebody you can ask for help, where you feel in any way resistance of asking for help from someone or accepting help, it's more about accepting than it is about asking. um, it does unlock your potential and it brings out more of who you are. That's why I feel it's important for you to get reflection on how others perceive you, because it's like so that you can see yourself from a different view through people that you trust and you trust the opinion of. Okay, but this is being fully in your own presence, being in your own power. Okay, thank you. Past life, a cultural experience. It is behind you, regression. The energy that you're feeling now that is keeping you stuck, that you can't quite understand, that is causing frustration or anxiety or some kind of uncomfortable feeling, is because of past life energy. Okay. You're just coming out of that. It's almost like, and I feel like you've been through this whole healing process. This is why it's all happening on the inside. Um, with this, with the temperance, with the healing energy, this is Sagittarius truth energy too. But this is about things in moderation. This is about firing up when you need to, cooling down when you need to, and not equality. This is equilibrium. And this acceptance of help from this person is the last thing that needs to happen before that past life door closes, and we go from this karma energy into your dharma energy. Geez, this is a really powerful step. It looks subtle on the outside in terms of action, but it is spiritually very, very powerful. Okay, what guidance for the viewer for this pathway, please? Oops. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. There is something about understanding your talents to be able to open up to them perhaps a bit more. Like, why do people trust you at work? Why do they lean on your expertise? And you will have a good idea about that, but I feel like there's something somebody else will say and you'll go, oh my God, that's it. And that's what you run with. And that is what opens up and takes you to this next level. And as you go through this change, just trust that you are built for navigating change. And you have the tenacity and the drive and the ability to go through anything. Such a power and a strength here. And it's about staying in the moment. Shaman, trust in higher forces. Before we can take this leap onto the new pathway, we have to let go of the old and trust in that higher force, trust in that spiritual pathway that you're on and your own spiritual ability. And it's the balance of your spirituality and your practicality and your physical presence that is the biggest strength here. That's your key to unlocking everything right now. Traveler, move in a new direction. Yes, we've definitely got this. Move in a new direction. It's time for something new. It's time for a new adventure. Doing things in a new way. Again, that's where this reflection's coming in. She-wolf, yes, unleash the wild within. We need a new adventure. Something creative, something perhaps romantic for some of you, or a different level, a deeper level of those things. And we've got Heart Guardian. Yes. Oh, I actually forgot about this card and I'm so happy it came out for you guys. This is the exchange. And this exchange. The woman holding a heart, the speaking, receiving and giving of everything here. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. There's a huge piece here about receiving love, receiving guidance, receiving care, support from your people. You know who to trust when it comes to your heart space. You know who to trust. Yeah, there's this beautiful give and receive here that's happening for you. Okay, let's have a look at your next step pathway. So what do we need to know about this, the new energy that's coming in, this new adventure energy, this kind of unlocking? What do we need to know about that pathway for the viewer, please, Spirit? Thank you. Far away places. Get ready for new horizons. I feel like we should just stop here. Get ready for new adventures, for new horizons, for something happening that is incredibly exciting and is life force energy. And we've got view from above, get the big picture. So see far into the distance, see exactly what you're doing this for. If you feel I feel this is specific to if you're feeling frustrated or any anxiety or any worry, anything of that type of energy, step back. I feel like this is specifically for that. Okay, what else for the viewer? Oops. And we've got finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. Big, big spiritual movement happening for you. Your sanctuary at the moment is around people that have 100% care and kindness and truth within your energy. They can hold this sacred space with you. And then trusting in all of that for yourself, because this high priestess energies and this queen of wands energy is also your sanctuary. There's a big spiritual move here. So what's happening on the inside at the moment. And then everything that you do then is infused with that energy and becomes like way more powerful. Cleansing waters. Purification activates vibrant life force. This is, well, Spirit obviously said it better than I do. So this is exactly what they're talking about. This purification of the energy. It could be for some of you, there are people around you that it is disturbing your energy. Perhaps. But there is a moment of cleanse here. Just getting rid of any assumptions, any if, buts, and maybes, and creating a clear pathway forward. We've got the Five of Cups. There's been some emotional sadness. There is information that you're missing, and it's not in your awareness. It's in somebody else's awareness that they can give you. It's this exchange. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles, a very realistic new opportunity in the physical. This could be a new job offer. This could be asking for money, perhaps. And this could be receiving money, making more money, changing your environment. Something needs to shift in the energy around you in a physical way. And we've got the Six of Cups. No longer staying in the past life. We are closing the door on past life, okay? Because that is where some of this sadness is coming from. And we're going into something new, presented with a new opportunity, a new way of doing something, a new gift of something. New massive opportunities, really massive opportunities here. But that is by moving away from past pattern. Some past pattern for you could be the asking for help, or asking for guidance. And it's not that is going to be the entirety of the next step, but that's what's needed to get to this next stage. And we've got Eight of Pentacles. So part of this kind of step back reflection, this finding sanctuary as you're thinking about where you want things to go, where you're getting ready for this new adventure, could be stepping back and looking at the last cycle that you had. That could be in a relationship, that could be a job, this could be an emotional cycle. I feel like where this is a spiritual pathway, I feel like the reflection is to do with something in the physical, like where you started out in your career and where you are now, where you started out in relationships and where you are now, where you started out with family and where you are now. It's your spiritual strength and your spiritual pathway being reflected in your physical cycles. That's what I feel like this is. And you have come so far. So take a step back and look exactly what you've achieved and how far you've come. We've got Five of Wands. Where there might be conflict, where there might be some crosswords, where you might feel this kind of raise of anger, frustration, annoyance, anxiety, whatever this is, it will calm down. Okay. We've got the Six of Pentacles, and this is this giving and receiving energy. Okay, let's get one more for you here. Yeah, this is the give and receive, and love and let yourself be loved is very prominent. We've got the Devil. This is just old patterns and choices. Yes. Oh, okay. So I had the Eight of Cups, but this one, oh, nice. This one fell into my hand, the Six of Wands. So we've got old patterns. This also could be people in our life that no longer resonate with the type of energy that we have or want to be around. We're walking away from that because it's emotionally not very fulfilling and actually could be quite destabilizing. And here's your personal victory for walking away. You will be so happy you made the choices that you'll make. And we've got, well, as I'm saying that, we've got wisdom. Have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy's wisdom to help you with a challenge. You hold the energy, the key, the guidance to know which path to follow right now. And this is again, is it like this inner decision? And it's like the last decision before this next step begins. But you have all of the wisdom that you need to know who to be around, how you want to start exploring, how you want to start moving in a new direction. And this trust, this higher force trust with the shaman and the high priestess energy coming up, which is extremely powerful, master guidance energy, which you have, but also is fed by somebody else, this two-way exchange. And we've got tree wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sound it makes. Could be something to do with songs. You could play an instrument perhaps, and that's where you get inspiration. But there's this inner guidance, inner wisdom that you're being called on right now. It could be being around something around physical, like the physical forest, trees, nature, that help bring this out. Let's get one more for you here as well. Oh, we've got two. Oh, three. Okay. We have hope. Hope is always there, even when we can't see it. Optimistic expectations can help change a negative situation into a positive one. So it's the hope that this can be moved through. It's the hope that this tense energy can be left behind. And there's a lot of hope in this situation. There's a lot of victory and self, almost like a pride feeling, but like a self understanding and just being proud of the decisions that you've made and where you've got to. This is the stepping back bit as well. And we've got wish wisely. Use your wishes wisely to manifest your heart's desire and take practical steps towards making your dreams come true. I feel like this wish is not the wish to stay where you are. So the wisdom, there's a lot about wisdom here. The wisdom is not it's not a wish to stay where you are and everything's okay. The wish is to move forward and everything is okay. Otherwise there's this kind of stuck pattern that stays, and we don't want that to stay. We want that to be washed away and washed out. And we've got light. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that light can penetrate the darkness. So where you might feel alone, or you might feel like you are disconnected in some way or not understood, not seen, heard, understood, there is this beautiful light spirit helping you see, feel, walk towards, go towards, to come away from that feeling, to reconnect. I feel like that's to self and to others, particularly to others. Okay, viewer, I hope that the messages through the reading today have helped, and Spirit's guidance have helped you in this next stage of your journey with whatever it is that you're going through at the moment. And thank you for watching the reading with me as always, and I'll see you next time. Take care.